Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's Intel Extreme Masters Sydney. If you missed that last game, you missed out. What an upset. Chiefs over North. Dominant finish from them as well to send the Danes packing, and they remain in with a chance. But as I said before, moving right along. FaZe Clan and OpTic are both 2-1. A chance to qualify here to the Kudos Bank Arena between these two teams. And generally speaking, FaZe have been looking pretty darn good after their recovery, of course, what we saw in day one.
Yeah, for sure. I think the interesting thing for me going into this matchup is what we saw from OpTic today, where NAF had a really good game, right? And this is the thing with this team, is anybody can have a good game. So you really rely on carry performances. It's not really everybody as a cohesive unit playing and having good teamwork. You're expecting like your Mixwells, your Tariks to step up, and those NAF as well, obviously. Rush, we haven't actually seen a lot from Rush.
It's been very quiet. Yeah.
But going into this one, it's a whole different ball game, right? You're going up against probably the most skilled lineup that we have in CSGO at the moment.
And here comes the veto, gentlemen. I mean, any expectations here? Always seen Cobbleband out. Really no surprise by now. But Inferno Nuke also going the way of the weary. What do we expect to come out of this one? Where do we line up? Do we line up for a train or something like that?
Probably. Yeah, OpTic's been
Mirage.
playing train quite a lot this event, so it'll be interesting to see if that sneaks through again. It's down to the final two.
We got Mirage and Train are the last two. So we know OpTic are pretty good on Train. They'd prefer that one over Mirage. I would. It's their decision though. So I would see them leaning towards that Train pick. FaZe would probably prefer Mirage because it's like just a map they're comfortable on. It's quite easy to play for them because you can be very individual. But the way that OpTic have been performing on this map, you saw some really good outrushes that they were doing against, even though it was against Chiefs. They still had the cohesion there. They still had the strategies down. The problem becomes, if you can't get the pacing right against a team like FaZe, how do you approach Train on the T side? It becomes a bit... Oh, there we go. It is Train. It's going to be very difficult, I think, unless Mixwell can have one of his good performances AWPing from the back lines, being a bit of a menace.
I don't think it's likely he's going to get as much free reign as he did, though, in earlier maps. We've already seen a bit of OpTic, of course, on this particular map. What do we really like from them? What do we really enjoy from OpTic?
Well, they had a lot of inside fakes and a lot of brute force as well, and they like to sneak through a lot of their smoke grenades. Just a lot of variation against Chiefs, but then again, Chiefs weren't really doing much to put them away and keep them back and forcing them to play any certain style. Obviously, OpTic had the run of the mill there. They were able to just do whatever they liked, and I think coming into this game, you're going to need that team effort that OpTic almost had against North, where it was more than 3 players standing up.
Right, FaZe Clan, however, are 9-3 on this map in recent times, so a good one for both of these teams. Henry G and Sato, what's up?
Thank you very much, Mitch. Yes, we are ready for OpTic Gaming versus FaZe. It looks like we're straight back into this one, though. It's going to be 3 sets of armor. Kiyashima fast out towards Poplik as well. Finds the first headshot. Naf replying, though, as quickly as he possibly can.
Decent play. Tarik, though, back through the smoke. Bomb's already down in front of him. So OpTic looking good in this pistol, but they've got Nico to deal with, who can sometimes be menacing in itself. He's not been going to the Deagle pistol round quite as frequently as we used to see, but he does have the Glock from far this time with no armor nonetheless. So allowing to let someone else be the Superman for a change. Unselfish for Nico. However, Rush has found him quite easily as a result.
Dropping over some firepower to his teammates. Absolutely right. Going for that very fast outside play there. It's going to be OpTic Gaming, though, finding the USP headshots, mowing them down and taking the 1-0 here on the city side. Still one of the most city-sided maps we have in the pool at the moment. No bomb going down suggests FaZe Clan will be forced by into the second round. Tech-9s, Deagles. Difficult to imagine this will work out for them considering they have no smokes or flashbangs. Matt Allo, of course, one of the players we talk about all the time in these situations. He loves force buy in the second round, and it's always a bit frustrating for me, at least, because he's such a good AWPer and sometimes limits himself when he joins in with these force buys.
So hazed.
Hello, Nico.
Fall off of it. You saw it on your screen. Starts it off with the Deagle, aforementioned in the previous round that he wasn't using it. Now he is. Cops a nade, though. 23 HP. That's not fun. That hurts. Got a bit of a headache. So does Rush, though, because Kiyashima's come out and found him. A dink through the wall and then a straight hit. He's going to grab, okay, Tech-9 for Tech-9. And Rain will start to head in instead. Kerrigan's got the next kill. This is all pistols. And it's worked out very well. OpTic suddenly with Naf on 12 HP and Mixwell on 62 are in a 2 versus 5. Making it 1 versus 5. Mixwell goes down. Naf at least gets one of the scout. They are all low enough. The pistol would be enough in itself, but he on 12 can't challenge this. He's already going to be heading to try and save the scout in the armor.
Well, that's a bit of a rough round. FaZe known to be one of the most...
dead. Watch. Look at that position in Brown Halls.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely dead.
I thought he missed.
I was about to say, FaZe known to be one of the most skilled lineups on paper in terms of pure firepower, especially with the addition of Nico coming into this fray. It's going to be a clean round for them in terms of Deagle. He opens things up. We didn't quite catch it on the screen, but I can assure you it was a lovely headshot towards main entrance. Shuts it down. 1-1 comes in as quickly as that. OpTic cannot hold them off whatsoever. They didn't find a single frag, really. And it's going to be OpTic now semi-force buying into this one. Mixwell with the head armor and 5-7. Tarek, similar fashion as well with the PT-50. No nades. And now, FaZe Clan, another fast player. As Rain goes out towards main, he's going to be finding headshots all over the place. Tarek goes down, looking for a bit more as well. Good spray. Can't quite find the shots, though. And it should be quite a clean run. I can't see OpTic doing much about this situation.
FaZe with the bomb plant in. Nico. Try and continue to push up past the hitch. Hold off OpTic toward Old Bomb. It's crazy how... Well, I guess it makes a lot of sense, to be fair, but it's crazy to think that Bomb used to be that far back. Kerrigan's going to get Mixwell, and Rush just walks in to sacrifice himself immediately after. Bomb used to be that far back, and how much slower the other bomb site used to play as a result of it.
Absolutely true, and that semi-force buy from OpTic didn't really equate to too much for them. Here's some replays from Kerrigan. Good work, that UMP has to be the full eco now for OpTic. Yeah, a lot of additions to this version of train. Obviously, we call Pop Dog area because it actually had a full train by the ladder, had a little dog in it, and they said Pop Dog above it.
It's still actually, that graffiti is still in a box inside of the fence, apparently.
Is it really? I'll go check that.
So,
I'll go check it out. It's Pop Dog Soda, I think he used to say.
Yeah, go to your, in to your right in there, somewhere, to your left.
I'll look for it. You keep talking.
It's in behind that fence. It should be. There's a box that says Pop Dog in there. I think it's the one in the back, to the right.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
You got it. Pop Dog Soda. Yeah.
Nice!
The dog that refreshes.
That's unreal. Jaden. We'll just call Jaden from now on.
Yeah, we can't call everything Jaden.
Well, we've got top of banana, Jaden. We've got the Jaden round. And now a dog that refreshes. We have Jaden.
In terms of refreshing rounds, this won't be one for NAF, but they find one kill. I think that's all they'll find because it's going to be the bomb going down. Nico with that FAMAS. Just doing clinical work here. FaZe only dropping a single kill. It's going to be Tarek with the silence USP. He'll be positioned towards the inside area. Boy, Brown Hall's not really much he can do about this one. 3-1 for FaZe after losing the pistol. They strike back with a vengeance. And Mixwell, he actually forced ball into the previous round as well, so all potential slightly limited. They're going to have third save loss bonus after this round, so $2,400 on top of the 2K he has. It's going to be a rough ride. For any OpTic fans who are just tuning in, haven't been watching the entire tournament perhaps, we do not have the full OpTic roster per se. It's going to be FaZe who's playing with them. He's officially the coach. He was obviously a player for CLG for a long time, and he left, retired, had enough of it, and unfortunately Jason are unable to attend this event for reasons unknown, and FaZe chucked him. But he still has been relatively good, to be fair.
All right, I have to say.
Yeah,
yep.
I think he's been very good, so don't let that fool you.
Yeah, he had a few decent rounds in the opening match against North that unfortunately, despite clawing back, they lost in triple overtime. That was on Inferno.
Yeah.
Tarek, nonetheless, will sit at Pop Dog, formerly known as Pop Dog, now known as Jaden, with the M4. And see if anyone will work their way through. An additional smoke thrown beside him. He can focus firmly upon the ladder, not have to worry about anyone walking in from A main. And Nico's just kind of flirting with the idea of seeing what's down below. Checking the corner with the deagle shots as well.
We did get the AWP out just about for Mixwell, yeah, and he'll be positioned towards that connector position, of course. Inside execution possibly coming in. Kerrigan, so known for these lurk plays towards the Ivy position. He's actually very good at it as well, and forcing rotations, normally finding a frag, and be waiting for that incendiary to go down and try and find his first pick. And he can't get it this time. FaZe takes him down, and that'll be the cue for his teammates to make their way towards inner, but it's a clean sweep so far for OpTic.
Shot in from Nav, playing at the Taz side train. And a straightforward lineup for OpTic. They actually stay with 5 alive as well. Oh, they get double up. Naf's going to pick up the second one. So a double up set up this early for OpTic, having one pistol but then been shut down. This is a decent situation for them to find themselves in. If they break FaZe Clan right now, keep both those ops up, they're going to be building bank like crazy. Yeah, it's quite common for Kerrigan to actually provide those sort of rounds going forward as well since he's joined FaZe. A lot of in-game leaders like to do that. They like to sell fakes on the other side of the map and call for his teammates, whether he's actually made something happen, whether it's viable to go towards inside. The fact he gets no kills and they have no positional control anywhere else makes sense to go towards inner, but shut down. Mixwell the AWP.
manages to find a couple of kills. Like you said, Naf picking up that secondary AWP as well. Very beneficial setup on train. 3-2 now. OpTic find a round back and a clean one of that as well. But still money available for the FaZe side. Ali with the AWP himself. Rush finds a bit of room to wiggle here as he gets in towards main entrance. No one on the other side, but the bomb is down towards T-spawn. He probably won't go any further than this. It's just a nice position to be holding for now. Mixwell watches Ivy from Electric Box.
Nico already down at the ladder position. Will likely look to enter in sync with the Backstreet Boys coming in from Ivy. And that'll cover off 2 approaches to the side, although I say that there's only 1 left out toward Ivy at this point in time. It's Kerrigan that's there. There's going to be 2 in toward A main. And with Rush pushed up, that's going to mean that Nico's position won't be as viable if they can't bypass Rush first to get in position. Haste smoke off does mean that they'll slowly start the 1 player, Kerrigan, to take over Ivy, and he can swing in. Nico should be next to go any second. They've already got sandwich ascertained. Rush already back as well. Bomb. It's in position to go, and it's going to be a 3-pronged approach. Hayes waiting. Oh, looks for the headshot. Can't get it. Kerrigan wins that. Rain follows up, but it's going to be Derek and Mixwell. And Mixwell got 2 for the price of 1 with a first bullet on the AWP. That leaves us now to 2 versus 2. Good play from Alu.
Yeah, but Naf now 2 versus 1. No kit, but he picks one up. No need to work with it. He's got 2 players to find. That's Smokesy to make things very problematic indeed. You know Kiyoshima is low HP, spams some bullets through, but I think he should be taken down at this point. They don't need to overcommit now. Very difficult situation for Naf. Make him touch the bomb, pins him together. I don't see a way Naf can actually do this, but unless Ali makes a huge mistake. Kiyoshima's trying his best, but another tag comes in, and that should be the round concluded.
Naf's not going to have anything to say in this. Low HP on Kyo. Nothing against Alu. Can't even go beyond it at this point, or can he? What a shot was that? And he will fall away, but 48 HP. He's just going to make it towards CT. Should survive with a gun at that point. Actually, I'm surprised by that. I didn't realize between the 2 hulls it was such little damage. It was only 6.
Here's the collateral shot, I assume, by Mixwell. Nice work by him through the electric box as well. So there it is, 4-2 after winning that first gun round. OpTic Gaming heavily reset here. So they saved the AWP. I would say maybe consider forcing into this one. They decided to get the more conservative approach. Deagle body armor, that's for Rush. They get an HE grenade as well. Nafly. Some of these AWPers certainly can be influential in these sort of rounds. He finds that first pick and repositions himself. That could be interesting. And it's a full outside push and an outside stack from the CTs as well. This is going to be a brawl of a round. Who comes out on top is yet to be seen. But Rain opened things up. And Nico looking for more. So precise of his headshots.
Not bad at all. Nico's got another. Tarek walks into it. The NAF AWP has been dropped on the deck. Nico may only have 3 HP left, but he's in good position. And Mixwell's been spotted. Nico saw his gun sticking out, or did he? He thinks he did. Looks away. I realize now that he certainly did as Kyo goes to double check and confirm it. We go to 5 rounds for FaZe. On this occasion is not a knockout game. These 2 teams are 2-1, Henry.
Indeed, FaZe looking to book a place in the playoffs. Obviously, a team in great history so far in terms of the last few events. Picking up the winner's star ladder was amazing, considering they got to the grand finals of Katowice as well, and narrowly missed out to another victory win against Astralis in the best of 5. But here we go then, a rough round for OpTic Gaming. No kits, they have got the AWP for Mixwell once again, but he's taking a lot of damage at the start. But Rush, good work, and Tarek chimes in as well. Can't get the double frag though, but it's going to be a 4-on-2 in favor of OpTic.
Will land outside of the doorway, which won't allow Nico to get through quite so quickly. But if Kerrigan's finding opening picks, there's no pressure on to Nico, at least not yet, as they try and claw back the situation. He'll look for it. He's got to be very careful. Tagged up again. He goes to 20 HP as he was spotted in the sliver. Kerrigan, oh, nearly gifted. He's not ready either. Hazed. He gets information out of that, but he could have easily cost himself.
Yeah, that was a bit of an interesting decision, but 1 minute remaining now. Nico 20 HP. They have, of course, got the bomb as well. Molotov to work with and a flashbang. Nico, one of the absolute best players on the planet right now. Let's see if he can find an opening, though. With the low HP, he's going to struggle. It's up to Kerrigan to go towards main entrance. No AWP up against them. And the CTs with almost no utility whatsoever. So it's come down to these raw headshots, and Kerrigan sneaks his way out of main, trying to make something happen now.
I like how he looks down as an afterthought. Gets on top of the train and then goes, oh wait, I didn't check that. it's all right. He's got Rush. He's lost Nico in the process. Good response from Naf. Very quick. Doesn't allow him to get off of the train, and it goes 3 rounds for OpTic. They're still hanging in this.
Just about.
And that's the thing, because economy is the just about aspect of that.
Yeah, so they can juggle around, spread the wealth, and they should be able to get up at least 4 rifles here, I would imagine. You see Mixwell, he's going down to the Mag 7. So not the best of buys, but Mag 7 certainly has his place on train, especially towards maybe the inside ramp or towards Pop Dog as well. We'll see where he decides to go. It's the former, and they go for this inside push. SK made this so famous when they were so dominant on the CT side of train. They were looking for that first pick and trying to challenge FaZe, and Mixwell gives away that he's got a shotgun, fires off a wild shot there, trying to take down Nico, but goes down to 6 HP. Nico knows it as well, but that's why backing him up. This is why the 3 players towards ramp is so beneficial. But Tarek, a blunder, takes down his teammate with a panic shot there. Mixwell doesn't look too happy about it. Naf and Tarek low HP as Carrigan finds another headshot once again towards the Ivy. He's very good in that position.
Very good indeed. Naf will try and cover over from old bomb 3 on 3 Rush. Not exactly in one. We'll just try and stop out at the hitch and hold off any rotations back around, but watch this. If he looks the wrong way or gives his elbow up, Kerrigan will give him the grease. A better shot from Kiyoshima as well to take down Tarek. And it's on to Naf.
Indeed. Well, this looks like it's game over for Naf at this point. Bomb down towards inside. He's there. He has a kit, but only 39 HP. A bomb to defuse and 3 very strong FaZe players to take down. Damage inflicted, and they're exactly where he is now. That will be his cue to fall out of this situation. It was very slim that he even had a shout within it, but there it is. OpTic went for that 3-man push towards the inside bomb site. Shotgun fires a wild shot at the start to give Nico an indication that he can take a player down there. They get the first kill, then Tarek, it was almost a panic shot. There was no player in front of him. Takes his teammate Mixwell down, and the round fell apart at that point. FaZe go back towards outside after spotting so many CT presence towards the lower ramp, and then it's quite a clean round after that. It was a difficult round in terms of the investment for OpTic overall. And Carrigan, he will not be finding Naf there. It's going to be 6-3. They saved the M4, but it almost certainly has to be an eco at this stage. I think they have about 2k per player. This was the team kill. So, oh, you can see it's a wild spray.
Yeah, that's actually...
It's unlucky.
Bit of RNG, but at the same time, he's running and spraying. He should have expected some sloppiness.
The reason he keeps shooting is, right, because he's expecting another FaZe member to face and go for the refrag, right? And he's just hoping, I can't control the spray. I'm already committed to that right now. I'm back on my teammate and make sure he doesn't die, but he actually killed him. You know? Wasn't great.
I'll make sure you... just kidding. I'm going to do it myself.
You're absolutely right. The fact he's moving is the reason that's why I went at his teammate's ass there.
Yeah.
Well, 1 M4 for Naf, and Tarek goes down. Avi's got the AWP now, and he's a very good train player. They know where the M4 is at this point, but the bomb's already down inside. How quick is that plan? Okay, then round over, I'm afraid.
Kyo with a pre-fire actually is a post-fire because Rush already went by and goes back to cover the same angle. He got lucky, Kyo, to nail the shot as quickly as he did because a headshot came his direction. Could have been a lot worse off. Naf and Hayes now left hopeless in the round. Naf does have a kit, but that won't matter. Bomb's been ticking for a while. They're going to sit back to save the weapons. And it'll go to 7-3. Oh, fair enough. Gets hazed back down toward the Ivy position. So there's only going to be 1 gun saved. Even worse, perhaps, for OpTic.
Yeah, it's getting a bit rough now for OpTic. City side, as we mentioned in the pregame, Matt, it's suddenly one of the most city-sided maps we have in the pool right now. They're clutching at straws every single round in terms of the buy. It's going to be hazed down to the UMP. No AWP set up this time. They did have a double AWP set up at once, but it's actually been shut down time and time again. 7-3 now. FaZe firing on all cylinders. Will be heading their way towards Ivy with Aloe and the AWP as well. One player normally jumps across and allows him to take that first shot. It will be one player in the form of Hayes. He's only got that UMP. He'll be cowering the corner, trying to see what he can do. He's going to be smoking them out for now, so no opportunity to find that first pick. But Rush challenging Kiyoshima and Rain, and both players going down. Rain's so sick at the moment. He finds every single headshot presented towards him. Mixwell trying to recover this situation, but Rain, he's having none of it. What a round by him.
Yeah, exceptional stuff. He looked good yesterday, I thought.
He's in some of the best form I think he's ever been in.
I think he just feels comfortable having Nico on the team. Since Nico's joined, they both have that kind of flair together, and that they've got confidence in what each other can do, and there's less pressure on them indirectly. I think Nico especially, I think that goes with that saying coming over from spraying into that smoke haze does very well, all things considered. Nico's on 3, Kyo's on 6, Rain 29. It's another case of what could have been for OpTic. They're not going to find that damage because Nico's going to find Naf first.
So not the most tactical game coming in from FaZe here. You can see what OpTic are trying to do. They're low on economy, right? They need to get a frag going in their favor, and that's the push towards main entrance, but Rain just shuts them down. As I mentioned, he's just in such incredible form. You're absolutely right. Since the addition of Nico, he's looked so comfortable. It's not like he's relying on his teammates to really necessarily... It's not a situation in Mouseport where you're relying on Nico to carry you and find you all the rounds. They're actually pumped up knowing they can take risks, and Nico is there to fall back onto, sure. But it just seems ever since he's joined, the Rain's got into 5th gear. And we'll see what happens going forward here. And it's going to be another kill for Alu, taking down Naf. It's a fully equipped OpTic, so this should be an almost guaranteed round. But FaZe is fighting back there with the PT-50. Another thing coming in as well. That could be 2 rifles coming in their favor, but Nico, he's got something to say about it. Takes down Tarek, 3-on-3. Look at Carrigan's position as well. He's made it all the way to the bomb train. They get an AWP in the hands of FaZe, not known to be an AWPer. Let's see if he can cause any more damage here. Mixwell just hiding at the back of the bomb train. Only got the silence USP. Has to wait for the perfect opportunity to strike.
Oh, wow.
That will do.
That will do indeed. It seemed too easy. Just a statue that he was firing at.
Well, unfortunately.
There's the... there. Perfect that we got train back-to-back. There's the same heart logo we were talking about. So it's on the crates, which are not in a plane, but they're on train tracks and somehow made it over the ocean to the facility in... I think this is probably the shipping facility for whatever that company is.
A global conspiracy. Maybe that's
See,
the operation of this kind of terrorist to shut this company down.
Or maybe it's to use this company to take over the world.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's a very good point. Wow.
Thank you for indulging.
I have to, partially. just to keep you happy.
Oh, my happiness is important to you.
Of course. Well, FaZe, he won't be too happy about this scoreline so far. Been a very quick half. Here's the replay of how they got a couple of kills there. He's doing a good job with that with the P2000, no less. Actually gets a double kill with that. That's quite rare. But Nico shutting it down soon after. 9-3. And we'll have a look at the buy. OpTic now will be taking a pause and a chance to bring out the double AWP setup once again. They're a 4th state loss bonus. And OpTic are always going to struggle against a team like FaZe. FaZe very good on train, taking down some big scalps in this before. And right now, like I said, it's not the most tactical game, not going for the set pieces. Just Carrigan working the lively area, letting the beasts off the leash in the form of Rain and Nico. Just getting them out on the outside bomb area and finding headshots left, right, and center. Looking very good so far. Alu, like we always say, they rely on him to find the opening picks. He hasn't really had to do too much so far. I'll check him with the scoreboard as well. Alu, indeed, 3 for 5. Hasn't had to do too much work. Carrigan, 9 kills. Pretty much an even scoreboard apart from that. Nico leading the charge on 13. Rain, 10. Kiyoshima, 10 as well. Just doing a very good job overall. Mixwell, the AWPer for OpTic, 4 for 11. He starts stepping up if they have a chance in this best of 1 going forward. This is not an elimination game, Matt. You mentioned it before. It's a chance to book yourself a place in those playoffs.
Yeah, I guess I can't even call it decider, truthfully. That's usually reserved for when you either are knocked out and make it through. In both instances. Alu beats FaZe. That was very fast to get the shot down Ivy. But yeah, you're right. It's a playoff qualification match in that sense.
Oh, it's looking very likely for FaZe. They might just be doing it. OpTic just don't have a response right now. 5-4. Fly playing off the electric box, and Nico just brutal aim time and time again. Like I said, not many tactics being employed here, but Rush is fighting back here. 3-on-3 has to make this kill happen, but Rain once again finds another headshot. Kiyoshima almost kills his teammate.
Getting a little antsy. Tarek getting a little fancy. Finds 2 as he snips back in after the bomb goes down and catches off Kiyoshima. It's Alu that needs to try and pull back with the AWP and hold off this planted bomb. Mixwell's going to make a bit of noise, go toward the hedge. Oh, that could be the round. He had them element of surprise. Not only did he miss, he's now lagged up. Mixwell, he has got him low enough that he could have easily... Tarek.
Loves it. It's Mixwell again.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
How many times are you going to kill me, bro?
He's the one close camera, by the way, if you're not familiar with Mixwell. He just kind of like looked down like, look, we're winning the round, so it's fine. But he had this little look in his face like, really?
But it's like, it might not seem like a big deal because they win the round, but that's like, armor gone, the gun gone, they can't make another round 4 into the round. So even if they've won the round, sure, but only 1 player survives. So it's actually kind of a big deal. Tara keeps doing that to Mixwell. They save the AWP, and Mixwell, he's having a rough game. That's why he looks disappointed. He's on 4 for 12, and he can't catch a break right now.
Well, his teammates keep...
Yeah, his teammates keep taking him down.
One in particular.
Yeah. Outside rush, like we said. Not too many tactics coming into this one, but FaZe to find that first shot, and it's going to be Nico to find more and more kills here. He wants to find another. That's such a nice shot from him. 4-on-3. Mixwell still in a good position. He's got a gap in that smoke. Nails that shot as well. Takes down Nico, but Rain is there to reply. Bomb should be planted momentarily. It's up to Nafly with the UMP and FaZe with no kit. like we said before, not known to be an AWPer, and Mixwell still looks so disappointed going into this one. It's a difficult situation for the CTs, but certainly a possible one.
He just looks dismissive to be.
Yeah, he's just done. He just looks checked out.
Really? Is this really what game we're going to play, guys?
No, this is a full reset.
He does look super dismissive right now.
Yeah. This is like a full reset. I think at this point, this is one of the hardest sites to retake. Maybe to save the weaponry, and I think that's what they're doing. They know they can't do this. It's almost impossible. You got 3 FaZe players to find, 1 kit and an AWP, and not even a rifle to go with that. The money's fully reset going to the next round. I think you just have to submit and allow FaZe to get to 10 rounds. So then, 10-4 comes in, looking likely to be 11-4. This is a city-sided map and could be quite a quick one. This game feels has been going on for about 5 minutes. Just relentless outside rushes from FaZe. Once they got the money going, keep rushing, finding those kills, and you're out dueling them every single time. Why not? It's working.
Yep.
If they don't have an answer for it, then don't fix what's not broken.
Well, it is a decent. The fact that OpTic have won 2 games in this event in itself to me is impressive. I didn't expect much from them coming into this. We saw them push North into overtime. I think seeing North results now in this entire event, that still speaks more about North than it does about OpTic, but they're fighting on, and I think FaZe is showing decent form, all things considered. But they've still got a tough task in this one. At least, as we said, not elimination. They're down 10-4, but FaZe starts it off well with only the pistol. He'll upgrade to an AK-47, and that kind of levels things, all things considered.
And you can see how confident he is to go pick up that AK. Normally you'd think, okay, there could be another player here, but everyone knows Carrigan's normally an Ivy by himself. So he picks up the AK, down to 19 HP, but still a lot of work to do here. Tarek just down to the scout. And FaZe, this could be good. Needs to have trigger discipline here. That's enough. Dinks the other one as well through the wall. So that should be round concluded here. FaZe can stay alive. Bomb down. It'd be an absolute blunder now to give this round away.
Yeah, he's done very well. Very, very well hazed in this particular. And he's also thrown the Molotov off to the bottom of the stairs, knowing that he's already tagged up Alu. Knows where he is. Doesn't want anyone to flank him out, as they'll just try and play containment toward Alu. And they've given back the bomb. But this is smart. It's discipline as well in that sense, because they've got to go slow to approach it. It buys more time in that on its own. And they've got the 2-man advantage they don't need to give away. If FaZe sticks around by himself in that position and goes down, not only does he go down well and truly removed from the equation, he gives them a chance to try and open up the defense further. So back to the site instead. Molotovs go in. Alu with the AWP will start to work off toward the bomb. He's gone above blue. Tarek just spams with the scout. Tarek to get Alu back, and FaZe will follow it now with the AK. That should be the round in itself. Nico, 23 HP, 8 seconds. It's done.
Yeah, it was the final round, so obviously has to go for it. FaZe, the hero of round number 15. That was a rough ride, though, for OpTic overall. Just overwhelmed by those outside rushes by FaZe, and this looks so in form. Rain and Nico, what a deadly duo that is. Do OpTic have anything left in the tank? I'm not so sure. We'll find out in the second half here on D-Train.
10-5 in Sydney, and yeah, Mixwell is
dejected.
Yeah.
Come on.
Maybe just a little tired. He was, I know he was probably up late like I was last night, sending me Fernando Alonso videos from his Indy 500 test. We had a little.
He's
Twitter
a fan as well, is he?
Well, he's Spanish, and
Yeah.
you know he's a national treasure.
Sure.
He's an intergalactic treasure.
So I've heard from one person in particular.
Yeah, he's the greatest ever.
Well, here we go then. OpTic gaming on the T side. 3 players towards Ivy, make it 4 now. Kerrigan to hold that position. This seems to be his stomping ground these days. Hayes with 1 smoke and a flashbang. CT's with 1 smoke themselves in the hands of Kiyoshima. And that's a lovely shot by 2 players of the FaZe clan. Kerrigan and Rain open things up. Mixwell and Rush find an early grave.
I thought I was going to sneeze. I just wanted to be sure.
I was going to do that as well.
Before I started talking. A little pollinated in here maybe. It's still going well for them.
Stuffy.
We get a smoke that hits and some...
this has been underwhelming.
Well, a bit of lag that I think came through on our end on the production feed. But yeah, I think yours was smooth and easy. It has been underwhelming. It's just Tarek remaining, which means FaZe can go up 11-5 to start off halftime number 2. Which makes things more awkward for OpTic if they want to pull back in. First and foremost, I want to say don't discount it. We talked about this. Has Kerrigan made FaZe a better train team? Has he brought that little bit extra to them? We know they played very well on train at Katowice, and I think they're a decent train team. I think they could go toe-to-toe with just about anyone.
Yeah, absolutely. They are very good on it. You remember in the playoffs over in Katowice as well, they managed to...
Yeah, the tiebreaker.
That's absolutely right. I always forget that. The tiebreakers, they actually managed to book themselves a place in the playoffs by actually playing this map time and time again, and probably 6 times overtimes in a row it was, and they actually looked very good overall. But here we go.
That was fun to cast the first time. I think the next time I'm probably going to be triggered because of how long it took.
Yeah, and the same map and the same situation over and over again.
Yeah.
But
it was Groundhog Day, your favorite movie.
That is. I wouldn't say the favorite. It's one of my favorites. I watch it about once a year. But,
do you watch it on Valentine's Day every year? That would be appropriate.
Yeah, I guess we could do that. Maybe we'll do
it.
Yeah, we'll do it next year.
I don't celebrate Valentine's Day.
That's why we'll just watch a film instead.
It's Jaden's birthday, so that's more important.
Well, there you go. Back to the dog.
No, the dog, okay?
The dog,
I'm not promiscuous.
Well, OpTic gaming now. Deagles, Tech9's PG50. A desperate round for them. And we'll see whether they can get anything going whatsoever. Good news is, FaZe clan are only with 1 rifle and 4 UMPs. We'll see whether this inside play, potential inside play I should say, works out for them. They've got 1 smoke that will presumably either go towards connector or the low ramp, whichever way they're inclined. And there's all 5 players heading that direction. Where is the rifle though? That's in the hands of Kerrigan. That'll be towards Ivy. So Kiyoshima, he's normally the inside player. He'll be towards that bomb site position. Nice place to be as well. And we'll see whether he can hold things off here. Rush leading the charge of the Tech-9.
Leading indeed. Tech-9 all the way up close, but doesn't need any support. Mixwell, he's already got Kiyoshima down. I want to try and get that bomb planted, but they lost the first attempt. They'll follow it up now. And Rush will continue to try and play over by the tanker instead. It's gone all blue in the kill feed, though, as Ali will find Tarek. Tarek hasn't found Mixwell yet, but Rush is still alive. He's got one on Nico. That allows a gun to get dropped. Oh, he didn't see it. I thought he may have just spotted Alu in time, but kill comes in, and it's FaZe to pick up 12.
Yeah, that's a disappointing round for OpTic. It was, of course, the force by there towards the inner area. Kiyoshima, like I said, a perfect position to deny the bomb. You can see what he does there. He runs around the title edge just to deny the bomb plant, and he actually got his head blown off by the Deagle. Good recovery, though, by Kerrigan. Good work with that M4. Wasn't quite enough to guarantee the round. 1v1 of Alu on low HP. Gets the information on the last player, takes it down. Bomb planted for OpTic, though. They can't really justify force into this round. Looking very likely to be 13-5 for FaZe clan, and maybe a quick game overall for OpTic. PT50s, 1 smoke. Normally suggest you go towards that inside area again. 1 smoke down the lower ramp. Maybe just try and get a trade and a plant. They managed to do it before, so give it a go again. And the fact they took down Kiyoshima in the previous round as well means his money will be limited. He might not have the M4. So there's some theories for you, Matt. Let's see whether it comes true.
I like theories. Sometimes I do theory arts. Not a big fan of crafts. Kiyoshima will get taken down by Mixwell, who turns back inside of the smoke. Nico below the green ladder. Why is it green?
Why is what green?
The ladder.
I have no idea.
Who has a green ladder? Oh, okay. Did Nico hear Mixwell behind him and just decide to go, I'm going to just push on anyway, but Rush gets him either way?
That's sloppy from Nico. There's no real reason to even force those fights.
Yeah.
You've got a man advantage. You know they're on pistols with no armor. I know you're trying to farm cash and end it quickly, but now you've given them a slight window. Not much of it, but
No, it's a reasonable one when you consider they have 2 UMPs. All they have to do is get by Alu on the op. Once they succeed in doing that, if they get the bomb down, it's all to play for. They haven't done that quite so easily, though. They will drop in with the 2 UMPs still up, so they sacrifice Rush on the pistol. But Alu has read that Tanker is the likeliest position to push. A very smart play from him.
Yeah, that was nice by Ali. Spotted the first player, took him down, and saw the head going towards that tanker position. Manages to line up the shot, pre-fire Mixwell as well. Bomb goes down short, but the headline is going to be 13-5 for the FaZe clan here. Money will be coming in for OpTic though. 6k on about, well, almost everyone. 7k for Rush almost as well. Here's the replay from Malo as well. You can see just about now.
Oh, there's the head. You're right. Yep.
So then he comes in. Nice pre-fire.
Yeah, what are you doing there? That tiny little, like the narrowest corridor in the game, like op coming at you.
Yeah, you can't really do anything. Even if you dinked him like he did, it's not going to be a kill. So, here we go. FaZe clan, a bit of a bonus round. They've got an UMP here. They might throw a bit of a spanner into works with maybe an aggressive push. We'll see what happens. Orb goes towards Ivy for now. Carrigan maybe getting aggressive here. Flashes once. They're going to have to rain with that UMP to try and challenge towards PopDog. Taking down by Nafly, though.
Was indeed taken down quite quickly. Nico will fall off the situation as Rush waits for a push on the inside. Media day tomorrow for the teams that make it through.
Indeed.
And then we jump into the arena, so we're getting into our final few matches here in the studio. In Sydney, I have to say it's actually quite a nice studio.
Lovely.
Kerrigan with a flash toward A main. It's going to blind up Mixwell. He'll stare down toward the hitch instead. Nico will get the shot on the M4, and it's going to be a continued push. Hayes is next in line, but he responds well with the headshot. 12 HP, but Mixwell sitting on the sidelines. We do get to watch his lovely emotions that have been rather pale. As Kerrigan's going to climb up to blue. It's taken down by Tarek. They've actually got a decent fight in this round, finally.
Yeah, a few more hurdles yet though, as Alu and Kiyoshima are in position, and Nafly actually walks past Alu, and Alu gets given an opportunity, but that should be the round concluded at this point. Kiyoshima, he's got the M4 in hand, and some of these rounds have been tight. I don't think the money will be great for the CD side going forward. Yeah, indeed. 2 players actually on $0. Kiyoshima trying to do what he can here. I would say at this point, probably save the M4, but he's going to be fighting into this one. Amazing work so far. Finds 2 headshots. Hayes is tag as well, down to 8 HP, and he's got the AWP, and it's Kiyoshima desperately trying to find that next kill. Brings it down to a 1v1. It's going to be very possible indeed. Oh my god.
He's actually got a real chance in this rush down. He's going to push in. Hayes holds on. 8 HP, and Hayes, another great round we've been saying, and he stepped in well. 3 kills, but man, oh man, if they lose that, 14-4, or rather, excuse me, 14-5, and no money, that's the game.
That was kind of sick from Kiyoshima, was it not? That second shot he got as well. That one, that was so fast to react, and I'm not sure that's when he got the dink. I think Nico is one that did damage towards Hayes, but just about pulls it off, and they'll be forcing into this, knowing he brought it down to a 1v1. They're trying to shut this down right here, right now. They win this round with the force by Alu on the AWP as well. Leaves OpTic with almost nothing going to that final round, potentially. So Mixwell now moves from main position towards PopDog. Get much luck before, trying to get the opening pick here. Alu, on the other hand, I assume he's towards connector. He's actually hanging out by Ivy for now. Mixwell has got a bit of room to wiggle here, but that should be him smoked out. Ooh, is this smoke bad?
It's very bad. Mixwell could see straight through that.
Yeah, it's awful, in fact.
That's yeah, one of the worst smokes ever. It's not even on his radar. Okay, it might literally be on his radar, but it's not on his screen. As he continues to look down toward Ivy. It's a good thing no one peeked off the back of that. That could have been very costly indeed. As they Molotov off toward the train. Hazed instead will get Nico. He'll continue to push onto the sandwich as well. Winning this one would limit the money from FaZe. But FaZe has none of that. Kiyoshima yet again to find 2. Dropping the bomb as well. It leaves Mixwell in a 1 versus 3. And he's gone immediately to Kerrigan, which now means they do find the 14th round on OpTic. Having won 1 round, the first gun are going to be reset again, and Mixwell with a little bit of head-in-hand action. I think he's a little frustrated that he's not gotten rolling in this game.
Oh, look at that. You hate to see that. Just rubbing the
old temples.
The pressure points, just trying to get back in the zone, relax himself. And it has to be an eco.
He's not wearing a frown on his face, so at least there's that.
Yeah. Well, this
doesn't look like he's tilting. He's just not pleased.
This is like the picky poison time. Do you go all in, allow them to get match points, and, or not allow, try and fight back and not deny match point, and take an eco like this, allow them to have match point, and you still don't have much to work with. Once it gets to that point, they need 9 rounds in a row. Presumably, if they don't win this round, it's not looking likely. Double up set up now for FaZe. Carrigan taking down Nafly. They've got 1 flashbang to work with. To speed towards the inside area. I hope for the best. If they can get a plant here, that's something, but very unlikely from what I've seen so far. FaZe 14-6. And everyone really arriving for this team. Alu had a quiet first half, but has been lighting them up in the second. Carrigan now all towards Ivy. Spots another player. Can't hit the shot just yet, but Rain, he certainly can as he takes down Tarek.
Kishima will wait above on top of the train at lower on the entrance to B as well. FaZe, a flash, tries to jump through, doesn't make it. Keo takes 2. We're looking toward map point. In fact, we're going to be there right now. FaZe has got it. And a long way and a long road for OpTic to recover. They'll buy in. They've got money to do so.
Nice.
He did hit it. Took care cleanly.
So, potential final round here. Has been a very quick game on train overall. 15-6, and one player has the deagle. That's going to be Naf. Mixer picks up a scout. Rough game for him. One of the superstars of the team for sure. Brought him from Spain. 8 kills, 19 deaths. It's not been too great. We've obviously been focusing on him as you can see his camera.
Yeah, it's
in the interval, so we've been a little bit unfair in that respect, but he has been having a rough game. Team killed twice, and then out all.
Yeah, and that's why I say sometimes it's not his fault. Yeah. And like I say, it's important that he's not frowning. He's not. It doesn't tilting. He's just like, come on, really. One of those games. FaZe through the smoke takes Nico. Alu's looking like he wants to get back into that position, but won't overcommit to it. Smoke's still down, so he can line up an angle, a very tight one to the right side.
For now, though, 5 on 4, something to work with. They have taken down Nico through the smoke, but Alu's there to back him up. And looking for the return frag as he flashes in towards Ivy once again. It's a little bit of a misthrown flashbang.
Yeah,
Don't quite make it.
It seems like easy bounce, but there's a pipe there. And we all know laying the pipe is difficult, as Alu will continue to watch out toward Ivy. Flash goes beyond him this time, but no one's still pushing through.
It's so difficult to find the enthusiasm in these sort of rounds. You pretty much know it's over. You've got a scout, a deagle. Yes, you get that first pick, but where do you go with this? 2 smokes remaining. You've got no real map control. You're slowly making your way down Ivy. Up against FaZe, who are hitting absolutely every shot right now. It's unlikely you can even pick up this round. Let's see what they can do. Rush towards PopDog. 30 seconds remaining. What's the final play? I can't see it yet. Hayes towards the end of Ivy. And I think we have a CT player pushing inside as well. We have indeed. Carrigan has made his way all the way towards PopDog. He could be there nemesis here.
Rain gets hazed. Carrigan takes Rush. You said it. They're going to get absolutely caught off toward A main. It's 4 versus 2. Make it 1. Naf with a deagle. This should be the game. And it should be FaZe moving on to the playoffs. Quite quickly indeed. So they make it through another tournament. They make it through to the playoffs. They've been in 2 finals in a row. Maybe perhaps on a road to another here in Australia. OpTic's not done, remember. It's not an elimination match. They've got a chance to fight forward.
Yeah, not sensational scenes there from FaZe. They don't look too overwhelmed. The fact is that was quite an easy affair for them. It's difficult to really quantify this as a massive game. OpTic with a stand-in, going up against FaZe, who are winning tournaments all over the place right now. Everyone's in amazing form. Quite a simple affair for them, 16-6. And I guess it's a good gauge as to where FaZe are right now. They're looking very comfortable indeed, especially the likes of Nico, Rain, and Alu as well. Here's some replays for you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to IEM Sydney. We have yet another team qualifying for the playoffs on the weekend, and the Kudos Bank Arena will play host to the FaZe Nation. Still a couple more teams to be decided, though. Crucially, Astralis has yet to be sorted. But before we get there as well, guys, let's talk about that game now. It didn't seem like FaZe really had to do anything to the degree of rocket science on their T side to really break these sites down. Very aggressive, very in-your-face kind of play on the outside side, especially.
Tarek was helping him, that TK on the Mixwell. You could see how much
ideal.
Mixwell liked that one, didn't you? But it didn't look like it was that hard. You know, 10 rounds on your T side, you can be very happy with that one. You break the economy of the CTs, they can't get the AWPs and the utility running. You're able to run out into the choke points whenever you want and take duels. And when people are playing confident Counter-Strike, it's definitely a very hard thing to stop.
Yeah. No, well, we had... what can you say? He smashed it. But, like, Tarek hitting Mixwell twice, it seemed to really ruin Mixwell for the rest of the game. I don't know if that was anything, but his body language obviously wasn't very good. And, you know, for a game where you've got another life, you just don't expect to see that from someone like Mixwell as well. So, you know, they just need to focus now on versing Chiefs.
How much does that throw you off when one of your teammates has got his head in his hands like that as well? It seems so evident. Even, I mean, Magisk obviously had to go to the toilet during his game, but you could see he was also getting very upset. How much did that drag you down?
It definitely doesn't help things, but when you focus, you kind of get into the zone that it shouldn't really matter. But when a game's not close, like that one, and it seems like the leader's just being taken away from you in everything you do, you start to notice that stuff more and more, and it eats away at you, and then it spirals. I guess this team right now is in a mentally pretty weird position anyway. They're playing with their coaches, and they also have a stand-in of Jason R. So, there was all those rumors about Rush and Mixwell particularly potentially going to Liquid anyway, I think it was at some point. So there's a lot of things going on in this team internally.
Classic NA rosters, of course.
Yeah, well, you know, these things happen, and they obviously enjoyed playing with Stan, and for that to be taken away from them is another crushing thing mentally. So it's just not a fun time in the OpTic camp at the moment.
Sharon, what does this mean for them now? I mean, now going 2-2, they can still make it. That's not out of the question here.
I haven't cracked it all out yet, but I think they will most likely play Chiefs unless Renegades beat Astralis. And then it gets a bit weird because
so
a lot of these
teams versus Chiefs.
Right. Now we've seen the Chiefs. They're on the up. I guess they got a bit of momentum. We sort of talked about if they don't start popping off on social media, there might actually be a chance there. We're used to seeing Aussie teams just sort of drop the bundle after getting that one upset in these tournaments, which does happen, of course. We've seen it
upsets
all
happen.
through. They do. So how do they make? I mean, like for OpTic, how do they make sure that they don't now fall to Chiefs because they're on the down and
already
Chiefs
beat them.
up?
Already beat them once. You know, beat them easily again. Yeah, no worries.
Can we Twitch clip that one as well?
Well, you may as well. But I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, OpTic need to reassess their next match versus Chiefs, and after the upset against North, Chiefs are going to have their tail up, and I think OpTic would be foolish to go into the next one and just think it's going to be an easy beat, but whatever they did the first time worked.
I think a weird thing that we have coming up next is assuming the seeding works like this. I would say that SK have the #1 seed going into the arena, and FaZe would now have the #2 seed. If Astralis beat Renegades, that means they have the #3 seed, so it's going to be FaZe versus Astralis.
Assuming it's not reseeded.
Are we down the rabbit hole?
Yeah, I've gone too far, haven't I?
We need some Kalisa virus up in here, boys. Let's
put
that one to rest. When we return, ladies and gentlemen, we have, of course, a very crucial game coming up ahead. On paper, perhaps not exactly as close, but we've seen enough today to know that Australian teams don't really give a damn about that kind of thing. We're going to be back after the break. It'll be Astralis taking on Renegades right here in a few.